Let me hear you say, hey, oh, hey, oh.
Boom, boom.
That's what I'm talking about.
And that's why we have a show and not a hip-hop band.
Wow. Hip-hop?
All right. Look, that was very jazzy.
Hip-hop with the zip-zop.
You give him all the easy ones.
Hip-hop. Hip-hop Anonymous.
Yeah, I like to do the hip-hop sometimes on the weekends. I am the DJ that performs Und the Underground.
Is that what you perform?
Yeah.
It's not
the
the only thing
Underground is the name of the club. And also in some...
I sometimes
child
perform the underwear.
I'm gonna. Do you think if I flash this, it'll help? Just a heads up. This is an adult show.
Yeah, put it on.
It might also help for us to say it. It's an adult show.
Yeah, as many fucking times as we can say it.
Okay, all right.
Kelly's in the house. What's up, Lynn? Hi, Linda. Melanie. Hello and welcome. It's time for party.
Wow, we got people already.
What's up, Sean?
People.
I got a lot of people. All right, go ahead. In the comment box, guys, go ahead and tell. I like how I call it the comment box. Please leave it in the comment box anywhere out. Tell us where you're from. Sean already spelling it out. This is an adult show. Thank you.
Kelly, we got to do it because I can never remember that we're not in public. I got to, get a potty mouth.
When Kelly says, ooh, I get flashed, what does that mean exactly? Because I wasn't there. That means somebody in her living room just showed a lot of the old stuff.
Wait, what?
What?
Get flashed. Wait, no, because didn't you say you were gonna flash up on the screen?
Oh, got it.
Yeah, so she's not a little
too excited.
She's not being dirty, Anthony. I know that you. Hey, North Kakalaki, representing North Carolina. Karen is. I went to school at East Carolina University. That's what's up.
Nobody cares.
That's fine. You don't have to care. Art school dropout.
Once I found out that at East Carolina University, they teach you to say Oedipus complex instead of Oedipus complex, I took it off of my list of schools to ever pay attention to.
Art school dropout.
Hey, I didn't drop out. I finished with flying colors, literally, because guess what?
What was your GPA?
Flying colors. Flying rainbow colors.
Seriously.
Okay.
It's time for Biscuits and Gravy, talk movies and other stuff. Starring Chad Fishburne as Biscuits and Anthony Russo as Gravy. Look at that mustache. We brought our friends along. Matt Troyer is our beer expert. And last but not least, the man, the myth, the legend, our fashionista, Ken Paul Smith. Ladies and gents, enjoy the show. And if you don't, you can suck it.
That's right, ladies and gents. It's Feel Good Movie Friday. By the way, if you didn't notice, Matt Troyer hasn't been on the show in a couple weeks because he got something called a job. He can go piss off. And Frank's not with us either. As you can see, prayers for Frank. We'll talk about the update on Frank in just a minute. Kash is still a maybe, but most likely not. If you've been watching his page, you can see he's had a little bit of stuff go on today. So with that said, I'm going to drop this off. And here is our crew for now. I'm going to leave the just a heads up. This is an adult show. It's also Friday night.
And I feel all right.
Cheers.
Party's here on the west side.
Get it, Chad. All right, so here's how the show is going to work. This is a show called Biscuits and Gravy. It's a movie talk show, and we are going to be giving out $5 Venmos from #BetheChange. You do have to accept the Venmo. You can't give it back to BetheChange, can't give it to Streetlights. This is for you to take $5 and do something that creates change, even if it's something little. Who knows who needs $5? I don't know. You might just make somebody's day a little bit better. With that said, I'm going to have a little drink.
You could create a Happy Meal for $5.
You could, yeah. Chad, this is actually, I'm Gravy. There's Biscuits right there. Introduce yourself for all the people that don't know who you are.
What's up, guys? Welcome.
Well, we had enough of that one. All right, Ken.
That one stung a little bit, I'll be honest with you. What's up, guys? My name is Chad. I am a comedian, host, and MC. If you guys have seen me before, welcome back. If you're new to the show, we're going to do some trivia. Anthony's going to hook you up with some cash prizes, thanks to BetheChange. And in just a minute, we're going to give you an update on Dr. Frank. I know some folks are tuning in that love them some Dr. Frank. And hey, why the hell wouldn't you? He is one awesome guy, and we're going to try and lift him up and lift Bernie up, his husband, today, because we are thinking about them very, very much.
Frank. And Frank. Go ahead, Ken. And also, since you're the fashionista, explain what you're wearing today and why.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so in Chicago for the last week and a half. I feel like I might as well just live in Houston because it's been in the 90s and it's really humid. So I thought if it's going to be this hot, I might as well go southern and wear me some ice cream clothes. So I got a brand new pink shirt downtown today, J. Crew, and we're doing old and new, believe it or not. And go ahead, viewers, everybody tell me it's older than you. This necktie is from 1991 when I worked at Saks Fifth Avenue.
Oh, cool. I was 15.
There you go.
I was 9 years old.
And I gotta re-shout out Rhonda. Rhonda said Kentucky's represented. Kentucky's represented every week because that's where I'm an illegitimate child from.
Hey, Patrick, where did Rhonda say that? And did you just say illegitimate child?
Yeah.
Yeah. He loves to tell people that.
Yeah. Well,
I have in the this is not a bad word in the dictionary. I am a bastard.
okay. Well, with that said, let's go ahead and move on. Get the party started. Here is what this episode is all about. This is Feel Good Movie Friday. So this is how it started last week. This was the plan. Feel Good Movie Friday. Thursday, things changed a little bit, and now we're on Feel Good Movie Friday, and we're having prayers for Frank. And Chad, you've known him the longest. Go ahead and give the catch-up on Mr. Lockwood. Actually, that's Dr. Lockwood.
It's totally Doctor. He is an MD, and that's why we're trying to lift him up today, as well as his family, because of the fact that he actually has COVID-19, and he is in the hospital. He is currently in a medically induced coma. And we're hoping that very, very soon that he'll get woken up. His oxygen levels have been improving. They're hoping that he can come off all of the drugs. He's come off 1 or 2 of the drugs. And so he's still in a medical induced coma. If you guys have seen the show and you know Dr. Frank, and to know Dr. Frank is to love Dr. Frank. So we've been thinking about him a lot, as you guys have been as well, judging from all the messages that you've posted, which we cannot tell you how much we appreciate, because that is just really keeping Bernie afloat right now, which Dr. Frank's husband. They're both 2 wonderful men, and we just love them so much and can't wait to get some more good news on Dr. Frank, which we know is coming soon.
Yeah, it's been good news all week because it's been progressively better and better and better. And actually, he's still in the medically induced coma, but based on the message that Bernie sent us, it sounds like he's literally free to wake up at this point. So they're weaning him off the medications. All of the numbers are good. He still has a fever, but things are looking good. Bernie has been reading all of the messages on the side. So as soon as Frank is awake and up, I'm sure he's going to love all of the messages that everybody has left on this show. So thank you. Yes, Kenneth Paul.
My thoughts here are sometimes you do something completely silly to fill time in your life, and you get together with friends and you 2 mugs do something like start a show.
Anthony does it all the time.
And then we bring on Dr. Frank at the perfect time. This is Kismet. The fact that he became a guest on this show and then unfortunately got sick. He's got hundreds and thousands of people now thinking about him, sending him wishes. Yeah. The fact that this silly show happened and Frank came on, he's got umpteen million times more support than he'd have had if he hadn't been on this little show. So if for no other reason we do this crazy, useless thing, Frank's got more love coming in. And I'm a big fan of that.
And that's why Bernie wanted us to do the show, because I honestly went to Bernie and I was like, I don't know how to feel about this one. Part of me is saying we should do the show and move on with it, but I feel weird, having Frank in his current condition and moving on with the show. And he said, "No, man, y'all got to do it. Do it for Frank. Frank would want the show to go on, and that's why we're here today."
So he would yell at us if we pushed out, I bet. Frank would yell.
Today it's actually known as we are going to do this show for the Gipper. Biscuits for the Gipper. So really quick, let's see. There's some interesting comments. We've got a question from Melanie. She's clearly been tuning into a lot of the Be the Change and Kash's shows, because clearly if she's asking if you're Lawrence's brother, Chad Fishburne, she is officially colorblind at this point. So that's fantastic.
No, believe it or not, I am his younger brother.
She's tuning in on radio.
Brother from a different mother.
And you've never been in the sun, apparently. And Jeanette Nolan Dickerson, what part of Kentucky are you from, my brother? He actually doesn't know, but he does know that he was conceived in the back of a Cadillac. So,
God.
Well, it was a GM of some sort. But no, I don't know what holler in Kentucky I'm from. I just know that I was begot there. I don't know.
I don't know what a holler is. To me, what a holler is, if it's involving childbirth, it sounds a little bit like, ah!
No. It's what you call a little area, a little village. They call different hollers in Kentucky. It's a little zone.
We don't have. I'm from Florida, and we don't have hollers there. We have swamps.
I am not from a swamp.
I'm from Texas. We have gun owners. That's about it. That's the only. And people holler at them if they pull a gun out.
Yeah,
okay, let's get the party started
because everybody's got a gun.
Here is the shows, and this is actually a lot of you guys watched on Monday. I added them up, all of them. It was a long show. So we got Birdcage, Despicable Me, It's a Wonderful Life, Love Actually, Mrs. Doubtfire, Bridesmaids, Elf, and Little Miss Sunshine. Elf was barely on any of our lists, but you guys voted heavy Elf. Apparently, you guys can't wait to fast forward until Christmas. So,
I believe it was on my list.
Yeah, it was.
Okay,
I think that was it though.
Well,
it was on the low part of my
list. Looks like there's a lot of smart people voting. Then, not you two,
right?
Yeah, you guys didn't have It's a Wonderful Life. So
that one is fine for me. But if you want to talk about it for a second, guess what? We're gonna, because you brought it up. Jimmy Stewart did an amazing job, but his character's kind of a dick throughout the whole movie. Does it end well? Sure it does. But you kind of have to watch him be a dick through half the film. And you have to go back and watch it, because we all have this image of the movie going, oh wow, this, it's so great and everything, but his character, kind of a dick.
There's an arch, there's a storyline, there's an reawakening.
Yeah. Since Mama Russo tuned in late, it's feel good movies, Mom, feel good, right. Mom.
It ends up well. I will say that it ends up well. Yes, absolutely. But I mean, yeah, he had to be shown the error of his ways, much like a Scrooge, not a Dr. Scrooge.
No,
Mr. Scrooge. So, yeah.
Lila said you're pretty brave. She wasn't sure that she should actually share what a holler is because
holla. Absolutely.
It's not that. It's not holla.
Is
holla?
It not? It's
I'm
a
half
holla.
Jewish. It's challah. It's delicious bread.
Oh,
it's so
very,
good.
very sweet.
Oh, hello. Welcome to Friday Night Show. Who want to party?
Well, that's actually a great idea because we're going to get started with our $5 Venmo from #BetheChange. Chad is going to go ahead and ask the first question. Here's how this works. He is going to read a quote on this one. He's going to say a quote.
Okay.
Act the quote. We're going to start it out hot, Chad. It's going to be a birdcage question. First person to put the character name from that movie in the comment box is going to win $5 from #BetheChange. Put it in the comment box as soon as you know. Some people's computers are faster than others. And as a disclaimer, I will tell you it's whatever shows up on my screen is first. Chad, go ahead.
All right. So here's what we're going to do, my friends. This one is a little name the character. Name the character who said the following line in the movie The Birdcage. I never wear shoes because they make me fall down.
One more time, Chad.
I never wear shoes because they make me fall down.
That's good work.
That's good work. All right. So
what are you looking for? A character name?
Character name.
Character name.
Character name. What do we got?
They choose.
They choose.
Good guess.
I choose to wear shoes.
It does sound like it would be a Jose, Cindy, but that is.
I like it.
All right, who's got this?
This is one of the Hank Azaria plays this character. He is. That's a hint, by the way.
No.
Nathan. Oh, she's going for Nathan.
Need a character name, but wrong actor.
Oh.
Seriously, 3 months it took you to get sound effects, and now you have them. Sweet.
I get a whole bunch of them.
That one sounded like a car alarm.
I liked it.
Okay,
I'm trying different ones.
Phyllis not only wasn't paying attention when I said, "Give me the character," she got the wrong actor altogether. Good job, Mom.
She's doing it Phyllis's way.
Right. Yes.
She doesn't always hear what's said. It's ironic. We just had a discussion. We'll call it a discussion about an hour ago about sometimes we just mishear things. That's all.
So here's what happened. All she heard was birdcage, and she started listing off people.
She just started diarrheaing names. That's it.
You got any more impressions you could do from Birdcage, Chad?
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I'm trying to think of the different lines from the movie and whatnot. I know what you're thinking. That dressed like this, I'm even more obvious.
What about those?
About those. It's good. So I think that's
what about
fantastic timing. Because that'll be the first thing we're doing. And here's the deal, guys. Now it's time for you to help us out because we are going to be voting. Agador, somebody got the Spartacus. Colleen, you're a little behind, but it's okay.
Oh, full name. That's good.
Spartacus.
So now we are doing Birdcade. I need everybody to vote. We are going to have our own. We have 3 of us here, but if there's a heavy audience to one side, it could sway our votes. So my mom is still trying to say that she fixed her answer. She did not. She said Hank. She did not.
Fixing doesn't work when you've already lost. You can't fix a lose.
Cheryl's telling me to respect Mama. My bad, Mom. You're always right. You are right. Versus
except for during your show.
Oh, we can respect Mama and still call her out. Love you, Mom, but
no.
All right, here we go. All right, gentlemen, who wants to go first on Birdcage versus Despicable Me?
I bet the audience votes us down. Let's see what happens.
Really?
There's a strong chance that could happen. I'll go first. Despicable Me as a franchise, this is, and I have to weigh out my lovely, talented wife as well, because this is her go-to feel-good movie. And I love it too, because listen, Steve Carell, as actors go, comedic actors, just adorable, just fantastic. So this character that he plays, super funny, but it's the supporting cast in these films as well. I mean, you got Russell Brand, you've got Jason Segel, in supporting roles, and the females who play the little girls are just adorably cute. And so it's solid, but it's going up against a true heavyweight here. As far as comedic, feel-good movies, a laugh a minute because of the sensational acting and writing in The Birdcage. I mean, all I have to say is 2 words. Robin Williams. Birdcage, done.
All right. Kenny, I'm keeping track on the side right now. It's only about 2 ahead. It's within 1 right now. So go ahead and say we got 1 for Birdcage on stage.
So again, the Carell's character, the lovability, the little girl's the most adorable thing in the world.
Yeah.
But I'm with Chad on this. When you've got a real action film, a real human being film, and the characters are as adorable and charming as a cartoon, but yet as believable as real people, the overacting and the underacting in Birdcage will make you laugh, break your heart, redefine what family is. Redefine what family is in the modern age.
Yeah.
It can't be touched in this category for right now. And script-wise, I mean, we're borrowing on a huge Broadway hit movie that was a huge French non-musical film to begin with, and this thing has had 4 or 5 lives, and the story holds, and it makes everybody want to be a better, more forgiving, more adopting human being.
Everybody has the ability to steal the show, and they do at some point during that film.
Even the boring characters like the son and the fiance who don't have a chance, they've got great material. They've got great moments. It's just
Gene
every
Hackman?
moment is a
Come on.
smile.
Gene Hackman was great in that.
Right. You take an asshole character and love him by the end like you couldn't believe.
Birdcage is actually very much like this show. We've got a bunch of people that can steal the show at any given point. There's people that are in the closet. There's people that are gay on the show. We really cover every aspect of the Birdcage on this show.
Oh my God, Jennifer Gish just said, "It's so fluffy." That's one of our favorite parts of the entire Despicable Me.
I think I was laughing. I think was maybe laughing and crying when that happened in the theater, but yeah, I still got to go Birdcage by it.
No, me too. But it is a solid part of a great film franchise. We watched that one. We would just watch one of the Despicable Me movies the other day.
So it actually ended up being almost a complete tie in the side. It's within up, give or take one on each, but ultimately you two guys both voted in the same direction. Here's the deal with Birdcage. I'm going to completely agree. I'm going to go with you guys. Oh, look, new C document status. I could probably get rid of that. Got it. All right. So we got Birdcage against Despicable Me. For me, Birdcage edges it out. Here's the thing about Birdcage. For a number one movie, I think it is definitely beatable. That's all I can say. So we're going to go with Birdcage for the win. I'm not giving it to Despicable Me. I think it's beatable from the aspect that it is from the feel-good movie genre. Like comedies, it could even be one of the best. I think it's even a better comedy than it is.
It's going to the finals. That's a prediction.
I don't know.
Going to the
if you think it's going to be beaten by Love Actually or It's a Wonderful Life, you're full of bananas.
Those two are some of my top movies in this list.
Well,
so let's keep the party going, and then we're going to do a trivia question after this one. So right now, I need everybody in the box to vote between It's a Wonderful Life, Love Actually.
I love that Deborah said that she couldn't choose because she loved both of them.
I know. I love that. She won Sweden on us. I love it.
Adorable. Love it.
Will said we're showing our age. Will?
Oh, okay.
What? How are we showing our age?
I don't know. We're probably talking about
because we've seen
because he was 4 when Birdcage came out. That's why.
Well, but nobody was alive for Wonderful Life. We're picking movies that you should rewatch because they were made before. Doesn't mean they're still not the best.
That's true. Sometimes you got to go back, to the classics. I mean, let's talk. Can we talk about muscle cars for a second? Are you telling me you don't like the Pontiac GTO?
We're talking about feel-good movies, and somehow you still turned it to cars. We know where your spank bank lies.
It's called an analogy, my friend. You got to respect the classics.
I'm going to metaphorically tell you to kiss my ass. All right.
Gross.
All right, so I'm going to so here's the deal. This is probably my hardest one on the list. I'm going to tell you that right now, to vote between the two, Love Actually and It's a Wonderful Life. But this one's an easy one for me. It's a Wonderful Life. I will voice, I think that, it's kind of close. I don't know which way it's going to go, to be honest. But if I need to voice my opinion on It's a Wonderful Life before the next round, I'll do it. But right now, I'm just making it easy saying Wonderful Life. Chad, you want to go?
Sure, I can go. I'll let Ken be the deciding vote because I'm going the other way this time. I just think that Love Actually is some really solid comedic performances. And it is one of those that you can watch again because each time you watch it, you appreciate some more stuff. It's a solid flick as far as, like chick flicks go. I mean, that's the category it falls into, whatever. It's still a good movie. Whatever you want to call it, I don't care. It's a solid flick. We talked a little bit about It's a Wonderful Life earlier, and as much as I love Jimmy Stewart, I'm gonna go with Love Actually.
That was way better than I was expecting. Not that I expected
nice,
but that was good.
That's nice.
All right, Kenny, you are the tiebreaker again in the side. It was a heavy Love Actually, and then it got really heavy. It's a Wonderful Life.
And I'm telling you, I am in Love Actually nut. I am enamored with that film. The fact that we're watching so many different lives go through turmoil and love and rediscovery. But I tend to fall towards classics, and I'm going to fall towards a classic here with Wonderful Life because the repeatability, the fact that I see it 2 or 3 times every year for the last 20-some years, and I always see new things. I mean, characters have been created because of that film. I don't know if you all know this, but Bert and Ernie on Sesame Street are there because of characters in Wonderful Life. Bert and Ernie are the cop and the taxi driver in Wonderful Life. It's got the epic quality. It's got the ethereal. It's got the angel. It's, ding, ding, ding. Look at me. I'm passing out wings.
I'm not going to change my vote based off of the Bert and Ernie information you've just provided.
But ding, 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 look at me. I'm passing out wings. That's got some...
Hey, look at this. An angel's getting his wings. Ding,
I got to go
ding.
Wonderful Life. The fact that he's got his daughter's flowers in his pocket and he has the moment and the crazy angel.
You are a sensitive SOB.
You know what? I got a fucking heart of gold.
Hold on.
It's an adult show.
Wait. Just a heads up. This is an adult show. Okay.
We always have to make
great
that.
movies.
We
Wonderful.
always have to put that notice up right after Ken says something. Isn't that weird?
This is my favorite quote because this guy is Kevin is officially 100% correct because both of these movies are played every Christmas.
Yeah,
Actually, and
Which brings me to my next question for you two and the audience. Which Christmas movies are like your top 2, top 3 that you have to watch every single Christmas?
Elf and It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay, so Elf and It's a Wonderful Life. What else? Any? You got any other ones?
Die Hard's my third with Ken. Well, you know what? I'm not as big of a Die Hard fan. That's a lie. It's more of just a thing to say. So no, I'm just going to say just those two. Kenny?
Well, again, I'm going to go back to the Wayback Machine because my Christmases with the TV here are very important. So one of the most important things to watch every single year is White Christmas with Danny Kaye, Bing Crosby, Vera Allen, and Rosemary Clooney. Every year, without fail, I watch it. It's phenomenal. And again, a very old school, talk about a feel-good movie. I mean, they come together after the war and save their commander's business after the war. There are flaws galore in that film, and it's one of the most feel-good, stereotypical, how things can happen the right way stories. If you don't watch old movies at all, I'm telling you, start picking a few now and then. Some of the classics are so well done. The formula came from them. So you've got to see some of these old amazing films.
I've seen a ton of A Christmas Story over in the comments.
Yeah.
Christmas Story is one.
Yeah.
Christmas Vacation. You have to watch Christmas Vacation. Chevy Chase in that is and Randy Quaid. Are you serious? But the entire cast is amazing. One of the ones that we've recently added to the must-see list is Four Christmases with Vince Vaughn, Reese Witherspoon. It is a solid comedic Christmas flick.
Ken's name would be Kentucky right now.
What's that?
Ken's name would be Kentucky.
Yes, it would.
It would be.
Melanie will follow the old man wherever he wants to go, over the hills of snow.
Who's that name from the belt? Oh, that's Graham.
Cindy, I am on my first beer. It is Friday, and I have not had a drink in a week, so leave me alone. It's been a long week.
Okay.
I feel like we need to do – what would be your let's see. I got to think of a Frank line for this one. If Frank were here and you asked him what his favorite Christmas movie would be. All right, go ahead. I'm gonna see where this one goes, Chad. Go ahead and ask me, as if I was Frank, what would be my favorite Christmas movie?
Hey, Frank. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Well, personally, mine would be White Christmas because, sometimes you know how it ended for me in college.
I feel like that was. I didn't know him in college. I'm not going to say that he was a slut, but he could have been.
I'm going to hear that the next time I watch the film, and I damn you for it. I'm going to hear it in my head.
I gotta tell you a funny story. So, Ken, you remember on poker last week that my name for Zoom was Slut Biscuit in the box? You remember that?
I do.
Okay, fun story. I had a business meeting today that I kept getting emails on why they're in the chat box. Can everybody say their name real quick so we make sure that everybody's supposed to be in this meeting? And I'm like, why aren't they letting me in? Right when I get in, Slut Biscuit across the top. So I met with my business accelerator coach for the first time today. So that was fun. And now my nickname is Slut Biscuit.
So, story for everybody out there. If you're mixing social Zooms with business Zooms, funny you should mention that because I had my final teaching day this morning with high school students.
Did you dress like that?
High school students and me and Matt teaching automotive. And if Matt hadn't started a test Zoom, I would not have noticed that I had changed my background to a coworker and I in the hot tub with extremely large bazooms. That almost made it to the high school Zoom training this morning. But Matt said, let's test out Zoom. And he's like, hey, look at your background.
I didn't know what the background was. That's so good because I was in the same poker match that happened.
I didn't realize that you had extremely large bazooms. I thought you'd been working out.
Mine have come down a lot in the 35 pounds, but yeah, it's better.
Good.
Yeah. Oh, while we're off topic, we're gonna do a trivia question right after this. I started watching a show because Aaron Smalls told me to watch a show.
Smalls.
And I am going to tell you, I have no idea. I've been working. It's a perfect background show, and I'm almost through the first full season in a night. Have you seen or heard of The Kingdom?
Nope.
Yeah, with Uhtred, son of Uhtred.
Huh?
Sorry, that's The Last Kingdom.
No, just The Kingdom. It's a movie. It's a series from like 2014 to 2017. Extremely graphic. It's a MMA gym, but it's like a family. And
yeah. Okay.
Holy gosh, it is
really.
Because like when you watch movies and they leave things up to thought. Like, why didn't he just tell that person right there how he felt? And because they're like leading it on to be a movie, they don't do that in that. It is as real of dialogue and humanity and whatever.
They do that in soap operas all the time. It drives me nuts every time I watch soap operas, which is only 5 days a week now.
All right. Every time you see a laughing face, take a drink or a shot, Elizabeth says. Okay.
Yeah, and Melanie, the show would end immediately, so I'm going to decline.
We have played that once. That was a fun night. That was like our second time doing the show. Needless to say, I don't remember going to bed.
Right?
It's streaming on Netflix. After party that was on Zoom either.
Now, my favorite thing about the fact that you picked the one photo for me in the opening and you call me the fashionista, I have no shirt on in that photograph.
No, it's just unbuttoned.
Well, I know it's tucked on all the way under the coat. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, you could still but I mean, still fashion. Like it just matters how you wear it.
It's early 1970s fashion. It's disco fashion.
I'm pretty sure I'm the one that unbuttoned it too. Speaking of,
you might have, and then now you're in the closet with the rest of us.
Let's get back to movies.
Okay, here's our next trivia question.
Back to movies. I'm going to go make a drink. Put up the next post.
All right, there you go. Hi, Ken. All right, Chad, this is another one of your fantastic questions. First person to answer this correctly, $5 Venmo goes directly to you. Renee, I think I have yours. I'm pretty sure you've won one before. All right, who's ready for this next question? Raise your hand. I can't see you. It's home. All right.
I'm ready.
Let's go ahead and go. Chadwick,
yes.
First put in the box. You cannot give the money back. Use something with the $5 that's fun. Go for it, Chad.
Name the city in which Ferris Bueller was filmed. Just the city. Doesn't have to be the state. Just the city.
Oh, everybody. Renee, raise your hand. I thought everybody. I just saw Renee's hand. So at least one person was ready to go.
Hi, Renee.
Okay. Renee's already got one correct. Let's see.
This one was on I voted for Ferris Bueller, by the way. It has one of those scenes that's hard for me to watch in the movie. Anthony, can you guess which scene to which I'm referring?
I'm going to say the scene that it's hard for you to watch is when the Ferrari flies out of the back room. Yes. Flies off of the. Was that a art school kid? Can't remember the name of the designer.
In Farina?
Frank Lloyd Wright. Was it a Frank Lloyd Wright house?
Oh, the house, probably. I thought you were talking about the car.
Are you in Ferris Bueller or are you in Risky Business?
Ferris Bueller.
Okay.
The house where the Ferrari flies off the back?
It might be, but it might be. I think it's more modern than it could actually be something between Lloyd Wright and Mies van der Rohe. It was up in the North Shore.
Mies van der Rohe did skyscrapers.
Mostly skyscrapers. It might have been a little more modern than a Lloyd, but it was one of the great North Shore houses here in Chicago that I will never live in.
He left it vague. He said, "Who was the designer?" And I was like, "Pininfarina."
Well done.
Oh, an amazing car designer that did a lot of work with Ferrari. And I'm a little bit of a Ferrariophile, but that's okay.
We had a lot of right answers. Leslie was first. Leslie, I know you are a first-time winner, so please put your Venmo in the box so I can write
Leslie. Well done. 10
times viewer, one-time winner. I don't know. Maybe it might be your first time watching. Love it. Carrie loves the bow tie.
Carrie was in second, very clear, and the bow tie is amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, well, Carrie was in second, but unfortunately, you know the rules. If you're not first, you're last.
Okay. Yep. Let's
Second
watch that the
place.
other day. That's one of my favorite feel-good movies. Talladega Nights. I didn't put it on the list, but it's
Right.
Did you make a drink or get rid of one? That's a great question. Kenny, were you pee-peeing or were you pouring or both? What's crazy about Ken, what you don't know and you haven't seen his bathrooms, he's actually known as KP's bathrooms. He actually has a bottle of vodka sitting on the toilet, which makes it really hard because he's getting a little older and he sits down when he pees. So he's got to turn all the way around to grab the bottle and then pour it in the cup.
What
But
in HE6 is happening?
Here's the beautiful thing. Most guys get older and pee more. I only pee once or twice a week.
You're kidding, right?
Well, I'm exaggerating a bit. It's only a time or two a day. I never have to run to the bathroom. Never.
I wake up at 7 a.m. and I have to pee every morning. Actually, this is a funny joke. Have you ever heard this one? 6-year-old guy, 7-year-old guy, and an 8-year-old guy are sitting around the table. It's almost like us, actually, just a little fast forward. 6-year-old guy, 7-year-old guy, 8-year-old guy are sitting around table in the morning at the nursing home. They're talking to each other, and the 6-year-old guy goes, "You know what, guys? This is brutal. I had to wake up at apparently they're Italian 7 a.m. this morning to take a piss. It took me an hour to get it all out." 7-year-old guy goes, "You know what's crazy? It's even worse. This is terrible. I had to wake up at 6 a.m. this morning to take a shit and a piss, and it took me 2 hours to get it all out."
And then the third guy, Charles Barkley, and he's like, "My situation is even more terrible."
Yes, my situation is even more terrible. Here's the deal. I had to piss and shit at 7 a.m. this morning. And they said, "Hey, yo, why is that so bad?" And he goes, "Because I woke up at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
There we go.
There it is. All right.
Moving on.
Fantastic. Let's vote on some more stuff.
Heads up, this is an adult show. My cat is named Richard. Oh, God, Amy, that's fantastic. I love it. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and go to the next set of movies. We've got 3 more trivia questions on this episode for $5 Venmos. I still need Leslie's Venmo. So right now we're doing Mrs. Doubtfire versus Bridesmaids. By the way, if you're wondering who won the last one, It's a Wonderful Life did because of our host, and it was a very close pick from the fans. So we've got Mrs. Doubtfire versus Bridesmaids.
I'm not excited about this. This is literally Ali versus Frasier. This is what that is in the world of comedic feel-good movies. I do not like this. I do not like it.
Okay, do not like it one bit. Kenny, do you want to go first?
Sure, I'll go first.
What?
Are you being me?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was applying his new mustache coloring.
I would send $5 of my own money to anybody who tells me what company this accessory is from.
Rainbow.
Fleshlight.
No. Sorry.
Oh my God. Why did you reference that and why do I know it?
Oh, man.
All right. So
I don't want to.
I'm going to go first.
Okay.
And I'm going to go first and vote on this, and I'll tell you why I'm going first. Both great movies, but in general, women just really can't be that funny.
Oh my God.
I'll see you guys later. Have a good weekend. Bye.
I did not say this. I do not stand by anything that the gentleman in the bow tie says.
If anybody needs to know, my entire life has been the success of women. I was raised alone by a single mother after my dad passed. My grandmother told me everything to do. My grandfather wouldn't step in. My bosses have always been women. That was a joke. It was a complete joke. However,
we're going to put that up as a disclaimer at the bottom of the screen. It's fine.
Ken was just joking when he said honky. Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
I wasn't kidding when I said that. We're honkies. I'm not going for Bridesmaids. I'm not. I got to go with the other option here because it's just so danged good. It's just so classically great. I'm going to go against Bridesmaids.
I don't like it.
All right.
I know.
I'm doing the count right now, Chad. Go for it, Chad. I'm gonna let you take over while I look through this.
Okay.
Call your lawyer.
Liar, Liar, Pants on Fire. That was actually one of my movies.
It was close. That was number 10, I think. It didn't make it, but it was close.
Oh man. So yeah, these, like I said, these are two heavyweights, right? Robin Williams. How many movies did I put Robin Williams? 3 Robin Williams movies. We each submit our movies, and then Anthony ends up ranking them. He sticks them in some sort of algorithm, and then they generate the numbers.
He's a feel-good actor. He's an incredibly over-the-top smart guy, which comedy came naturally to him, and then drama came easier to him than comedy. He's a phenomenon. Everything, including his dramas, are feel-goods. He's a force of nature.
We will not see the likes of that level of talent. Again, in our lifetimes, that's an opinion that I have. However, having said that, because some strong performances in that movie, and Robin, it takes the entire cast of Bridesmaids to beat. Yes, I said beat Mrs. Doubtfire, because Kristen Wiig, Maya Rudolph, and Kristen Wiig is one of my favorite actors from Saturday Night Live that's ever been on the show. She is an immense talent. Everybody in that flick. But here's the show stealer in Bridesmaids, and that's Melissa McCarthy. If that movie doesn't have Melissa McCarthy in it, it's a good movie. It's a super solid movie. But with Melissa McCarthy, all of these other super strong female performances up and down the ladder, I'm sorry, but it's Bridesmaids for me.
All right, so here's the deal. Somebody just asked about World According to Garp, also a great movie. There's a lot. Feel Goods have so many that you can miss. And funny enough, somebody asked about what did I just see over there?
Maya Rudolph pooped in the street.
That was actually my favorite scene from that movie. Probably one of my favorite scenes of all time in any movie. That whole scene leading up to it. Forrest Gump, by the way, was tied. That was part of the tiebreak. But we just had that in the Tom Hanks movies a couple weeks ago. So
yeah, I'm digging Forrest Gump. Love it.
But the side has strongly gone over to Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh my God!
This one's a tough one for me. But in terms of feel good movies, the end, throughout, the issues, the ebbs, flows, whatever you want to call it, I'm going Mrs. Doubtfire along with the group. So.
I'm not mad at that, because both of these movies are super, super solid. That was as tough decisions go. I was not happy about it. Either one of those flicks is absolutely amazing in my book.
It's a run by fruiting.
It was a run by fruiting. All right. So Miss Doubtfire is moving on. So now we've got our final one of the first round, moving us to the final 4.
Round. I'm going to be drunk.
Yes. What was the feel good movie that was? It was about the lottery. The town where the guy won the lottery, but he was dead. Did you ever see that one?
No.
Waking Ned Divine. That's another really good feel-good movie. If you haven't seen it, put that on your list.
Who's in that?
No, I don't think there's really any. It's old-time actors, maybe, or foreign actors. I think they're in Ireland.
I think it's a British film.
It might be
delightful.
British or Irish, I think.
Waking Ned Divine this weekend. I
strongly suggest you watch it.
I'm running. I have these things called pens and papers. I'm going to write it down and look it up.
There it is. Love it.
No pen and paper anymore. They don't make that.
Nope. All right, time for Elf versus Little Miss Sunshine. I can already tell you that the crowd is going to go heavy Elf based on our last episode. So anybody want to go first on this one, where it's pretty much going to be dominated by people voting?
Sure. If there's one Christmas movie that we have to see in our house, it's Elf. Not just because my wife adores the movie, but because I'm a huge Will Ferrell fan. So if you combine those two things together, it's Elf. Little Miss Sunshine, it's fine, but Elf is a must-see every holiday season in this house. That's my vote.
Kenny?
I'll second that very quickly, because in the Christmas classic world, most of them are classics, meaning they're older films. Elf happened to be able to make a Christmas movie that's worth watching every year. And if you go beyond that, I can't think of anything more recent than going all the way back to Sinbad and Phil Hartman. But Christmas classics are hard to make. There's been a lot of crappy Christmas films made that should never be watched twice. Right. Elf is one of them. But where are we? We're Elf against...
And Little Miss Sunshine.
Yeah.
Kenny did not take his ginkgo biloba today.
No, I've been drinking. Little Miss Sunshine, great film, but it's one of those drier, almost not always happy feel-goods. You have to work for it. I don't call it as rewatchable. Elf is an every-year classic, make you happy to believe in the magic and the bullshit of Santa and all that baloney.
Rewatchability factors off the charts.
It's Elf. It's Elf.
Well, I'm gonna agree with you guys with Elf. What I will say about Little Miss Sunshine is is it Alan Alda? Alan Alda, right?
Alan Arkin.
Alan Arkin. same generation. His role in that was absolutely...
He's an amazing actor.
Brilliant. The heroin addicted grandfather who his lines that he made the movie that in the honking van. And there's some scenes in it with like the dead grandpa in the back, the cop pulling them over, the Spank magazines. Like there's so much different stuff going on. He's
one of the most unheralded movie stars who's had an entire lifetime in film. He started in his mid to late 20s. He has been in more critically acclaimed and cult classic films and TV shows. He just never became a star the way a star behaves. He is an amazing talent, and he's still starring in things. He's in Kaminsky Method right now with Michael Douglas, but he goes all the way back to mid-20s as a movie star. We could have an Alan Arkin day. The problem is nobody has seen all of his films, but you should.
Can we talk about obscure Michael Douglas movies for a moment, please?
I'm in.
No.
Okay, too bad. 3, you lose. Black Rain. If you haven't seen that movie, it's the music in it, the acting, just the cast, well written, well performed. If you want to see a cool action flick from I guess this was the 80s. Yeah, it was definitely the 80s. Check out Black Rain. There, that's it. That's all I wanted to say.
Is that anything like Purple Rain, or is it like the racially diverse movie called White Rain?
It's like neither of those.
I think White Rain is a shampoo.
It's about the Yakuza, Japanese mob, and Michael Douglas and his partner go to Japan, and I won't give away too much, but it's heavily involved in the Japanese mafia. So it is cool.
That's White Rain, actually. If you have not seen it, it is based on a KKK picnic, and it rains outside.
Nuh-uh.
So, no, it's no different.
Held in northern Indiana, believe it or not.
All right, there we go.
The head of the KKK is not in the Deep South. It's in northern Indiana.
Kelly brought up Vanilla Sky. That actually, much like White Rain, is actually after that when a lot of the KKK members died.
Right.
Vanilla Sky.
And Vanilla Sky uses vanilla abstract. I prefer actual beans and scraping out the pulp and chopping it.
I started this.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. Okay, all right, let's do another trivia question. $5 Venmos for you to get the answer in the box. Woo!
What do you got? We got one. You want me to do the one about Rudy?
Yeah, go ahead. All right.
I think I remember it, but if you want to...
I'm going to throw it up there. All right, first person to answer this question. Again, it's whatever shows up on our screen first.
Freebie and the Bean. God love you.
What are you talking about?
Cheryl, Freebie and the Bean. She pulls up one of the greatest dry 70s films of all time. Freebie and the Bean. Oh, my God.
I don't see it, Chad. Do you see it?
Yeah, no, I see what he's talking about. Cheryl Wright posted it up.
Our viewers are very, very,
there it is.
very smart. They're posting some great.
You don't get to talk for 5 minutes about Freebie and the Bean. Give us your 30-second recap.
No, that's it. It's just there are some crazy, kooky 70s movies that need to be watched. Freebie and the Bean, watch it. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay.
Okay.
Even less than 30 seconds. That's amazing. Throw that beautiful $5 Venmo from BetheChange up there.
All right, $5 Venmo from #BeTheChange. Roll that beautiful bean footage. Question number 3.
Here we go. 2 of Sean Astin's co-stars in Rudy went on to star in their own movie called Swingers. Name both actors' first and last name.
Rudy, Rudy, Rudy.
If you and I voted for Rudy, by the way, if you at the end of that film, when he gets brought into that game, if you don't have at least one single tear rolling down your cheek, then you're not only not an American, but you have no heart.
I used to. I still do, to be totally honest. But fun fact, I've heard that he's quite the Dickhead.
Are we talking about Sean Astin?
Sean?
No, Rudy.
Rudy, the person. All right. Well, whatever.
Oh, who gives a flying turd? We're talking about the movie, baby.
Still a good story.
Okay, who do we got?
Is this it?
Kelly Hatta. Kelly Hatta always brings the party. He's wicked good here.
Leslie Spalding. I still need your Venmo. Kelly has won before.
Vince Vaughn, Jon Favreau, for those who are looking for the correct answer. Yes, they had minor roles in Rudy, but they are definitely the stars of Swingers.
I have to chime in on something, and Chad hates when I do this. Chad hates this. In Rudy, his big brother was played by a classmate of mine.
Damn it, not again. Bitch. I went to Northwestern. We got a lot of strong actors.
I didn't say it. I just said a classmate. And that classmate is Scott Benjaminson, and he's had a great little career.
Can you show me your ring?
I'm proud of him.
Show me your ring.
Yeah, show the ring. No, the other one.
No, the other one.
End.
How many Northwestern rings do you have?
I have two. Today I've got the traditional one on.
That's two more than most normal people.
University Hall. I have my old school gold one on today. I don't have the silver one on today.
What was your major again there, Kenneth?
I majored in
Chad's trying not to laugh.
music education and opera performance. Are you happy with that?
You know, my favorite TV show is Friends because I went to school with David Schwimmer.
I never said I knew him, but I went to school with him. I was a few years ahead
of him, but you know, I had an influence on Mr. Schwimmer, and I even gave him a piece of advice too.
Nope. But
that's like getting into Harvard.
If we ever want to have a who in the movie and TV industries from Northwestern, we can have 10 episodes of that, and I just read a list.
Read that.
See, the thing about Kenny, since he was the opera major, if he hits you with his ring, I guarantee you it's going to be from a slap. So,
wow, Paul Roberson's going to haunt you in your dreams and knock your teeth out.
You get one of these for that. Yeah.
Yeah. The funny thing is, it's like going to Northwestern or going to like Harvard. It's like you went into it. You're like, I got into this prestigious school. This is phenomenal. You got to your sophomore year. You get to select your what path towards degrees. And you're like, can you select the ones that I definitely will not have job security in, even though I went to Northwestern?
You're getting multiple requests to sing from the audience. You cannot let them down.
Well, hey,
I want you to sing Elizabeth, Carrie, Melanie, everybody.
All of my famous friends are famous because they are better at what they do. I'm the non-famous Northwestern student.
Well, right now, this is all the people in the crowd got right now. So, you know.
You either sing or Anthony and I will sing poorly.
Oh,
here's the deal.
I like that.
I'll start stripping until you start singing. This shirt's going all the way down.
Oh, God, please sing. Oh, God. Oh, save us. Save us, Ken Paul. Save us. Oh, my God.
Catari, perché mi dicesti parole amare, perché mi pale a cuore me, dormiente Catari. That's all we get.
Yeah!
On that note, I gotta go.
That was great, dude. Well done. That was awesome.
Clear your pipes and do it, Ken. Stop talking about what he does in the shower. Okay.
No! Get back to this.
Hallelujah.
Wait, where is it? Bam. Okay. Let's go ahead and go to our next set of movies. We're having so much fun. It was Elf. Sorry, I got to bring that over real quick. This is high tech. I know. Roll that beautiful footage. So we got Elf against Miss Doubtfire, but first we're going to do Birdcage versus Mom.
Oh, damn. This is nasty.
This one is nasty for me, but I think I'm going to be going a different direction than you gentlemen. But
You go first.
All right, people, don't vote yet. Don't, because I want to be able to break it up. So hold on. Birdcage versus It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh,
Ken, I'll let you go last.
How do you? This is such a toughie. Old school, new school.
Mm-hmm.
I got to keep track of this one. There's going to be a lot. This one's going to be close. So I am going to go ahead and let Ken. Wait, Ken, you're going last or you're going first? What do
Ken,
we?
you go
let's
first.
go in order with you, me, Ken.
Yeah, you go
Okay.
first.
I'm going It's a Wonderful Life, and I'm going to tell you why. And then I'll start counting everybody's votes. So here's the deal. It's a Wonderful Life is the quintessential feel-good movie because Chad even talked about my exact reason earlier. He does not always start out like a perfect man. He is an asshole. He is not a great human being. And then facts.
He yells at his kid.
He's just a terrible dude. Well, he's not terrible. He's just not a great man. And it shows how much when people can see what they appreciate in this world, which is a feel good by definition, he learns to feel good about his life and recognize how amazing his life is. It culminates with not needing any technology. I sound like I'm Ken right now. It doesn't need any special effects. It doesn't need any goofy acting. It's all fully realistic. It's a little cheesy. It's the 60s, but it's not goofy. There's nothing out. It is purely a storyline with solid acting for its time that still, just like the Golden Girls 30 years later, can translate to current day and still make sense, even though there's no cell phones in the movie. I don't know what that means. But regardless, It's a Wonderful Life, to me, bar none, was my number one vote for feel-good movies, even though it wasn't on either of you slackers' lists.
That was a lot of words that don't mean shit. So, my turn. Here's the deal. That was a drama. It's a good movie, okay? It's a Wonderful Life, great acting, but it's a drama at the end of the day. Why not, if you're trying to feel good, watch a comedy that makes you laugh from the start to the finish? That's my opinion. Birdcage kicks its ass up and down, multiple amazing performances that are actually, even the sum is greater, than
the parts.
Adding
Some
them all together. Yeah, it's sensational, and you can laugh from minute one because, I mean, Nathan Lane steals the show, Hank Azaria, Gene Hackman, and it has, by the way, 3 times on my list, Robin Williams, for a great reason. Ken pointed it out earlier. He just makes you feel good because he's so real, Robin Williams, and just one of the best. He's a great actor and one of the best comedic talents we've ever seen. That's my vote.
What did my mom say? I think she said Birdcage. No, she said It's a Wonderful Life. I was shocked if she would have said something.
Wow.
All right, Kenny,
surprise.
go ahead and talk yourself through it if it's close, because I am going to tell you where the audience is before you make your decision. And I just want you to say to you, Chad, real quick, crying, laughing, and crying because the story is so good is 2 very equally feel-good movie sensations. You just tend to like the comedy better, which is completely.
No, that's what I'm saying. It was my opinion, but you kind of have to get through the tough parts of the movie with him being a dick to get to the good stuff. So yeah, it's not. I'm not taking anything away from the movie. It's my personal preference. That's why I said it was my opinion when I gave my opinion.
Patty is being Alexander Burr over here. She can't make a decision. Nice job. If you haven't seen Hamilton, by the way, it is fantastic.
She's Alexander Burr. She's going to shoot her best friend.
Yep. Or was it? Alexander Burr. Andrew Burr. What the hell is it? It's Alexander Hamilton. Andrew. What the hell is Burr's first name? I just call him Burr. Screw it. Okay. Moving on. Kenny, right now it is.
What's it look like?
Hold on.
Kenny's warming up. He's like, he's just.
You know what? I am now unemployed for potentially 12 months. I am considering an aldermanic race here in Chicago. I may go into politics.
Well, wait a second. First off, you slurred your words on that, which is fantastic. Second, what did you say? You're employed for 12 months?
Unemployed.
Oh, got it. I got very confused. I'm like, did I?
He's unemployed and he's considering a run for alderman.
Aaron, thank you. Okay, Kenny, right now it is Birdcage with 11 and
It's a Wonderful Life.
It's a Wonderful Life, sorry, with 7. It's a Wonderful Life with 7. So it's 7-11 right now.
Hashtag told you.
This is a hard call because this is a constantly enjoying film versus making you earn your happiness film in the classic sense.
Search your soul, Ken.
Rewatchability. If I'm going to go with modern thoughts and what makes sense and what has a better contemporary message, I am going to edge out Birdcage over Wonderful Life. And normally I would go black and white, but I'm going to go Birdcage. For happy, happy, joy, joy in the modern world.
It's one of those films that you can watch. I can watch it 3 days a week and not get bored with it. So rewatchability off the charts. That's a solid vote, Ken Paul. Way to go, Anthony.
Yeah, Kenny can watch Roadhouse 3 times a week. But
I've seen it.
There is nothing wrong with that.
30 times minimum. 30 times minimum, Roadhouse.
He gets to rip people's throats out. Come on.
It's the best bad film ever made.
All right, before we go to the championship round, or actually, we got before the championship round, we got one more, which is also going to be a very difficult one.
Oh, dear God!
Oh no, I'm not happy about this. I'm not happy. Not happy.
Vote now.
I got mine though. I do have mine. It's clear to me.
Clear to you?
It's clear.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and let's let Kenny go first.
Yeah, you go first, Kenny.
This is for me. This is Mrs. Doubtfire. It's Mrs. Doubtfire. It is the parent who is so connected to his kids and is so distraught to lose them. I will never, ever, ever not hear, jump around and see the video of them in their living room bouncing off the furniture, and how hard a human being works to stay connected to his people, no matter what it takes, no matter what embarrassment it takes, no matter what lies it takes. So Doubtfire is a more constant feel-good in the real world to me, where I get it, Alpha's great, but the fantasy takes away from the reality. I'm going Doubtfire because of the reality of how great it is.
Tom Russo's still mad about the last movie.
Well, she's always a step behind and a day late, so tell her to step it up.
If she's technically done, which it said at the end of that last remark, does that mean that she's left the show?
She might have. I don't know.
Okay, all right. If she's that upset about it, then bye.
This is getting really close. I count right now. It's super close. Chad, what do you got?
They're so different. Oh, puppet.
So if all things were equal, which I don't think that they are, but if they were, it feels weird to watch a Christmas movie at other times of the year. So it would have to go to Doubtfire just based on that. On top of that, I still think that Doubtfire is a better film. I had it at the top, close to the top of my list for a reason, as was The Birdcage. Both of those reasons, Robin Williams. So yeah, but this movie, I mean, it's a lot of heart and a lot of comedy. And Stacy's laughing at something.
Laughing in the background.
What's going on?
I hear Stacy laughing. I love it.
Yeah, she's cackling about something. She was on here a minute ago. I don't know if she's still on, but yes, she's voting, so that says that she's still watching the show.
Can you
Doubtfire?
It was a run-by fruiting, Stacy, not a drive-by shooting. This is not Compton.
Hello.
Oh my God. We got Kelly by default. She didn't want to vote this week. Kelly says, dang. All right, I vote.
Well, it wouldn't have mattered because Miss Doubtfire went on a real heater near the end there, something that Ken and I never had in Vegas. Miss Doubtfire had about a run of 7 with like 1 in between it. So Miss Doubtfire is moving on to the championship round between Birdcage
Deirdre, where did that come from? Remember Throw Mama from the Train? Where did that come from?
Okay.
Well, I think it's because I talked smack about Mom. Mom hasn't made a comment, and I think she's gone now.
Got it.
Chad?
Fair enough. Yes.
Would you like to go on a diatribe of the commonality between these two films and a 1 in 100 year phenomenon talent?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they've already heard. I'm not going to go on a long diatribe here. But listen, both of these films deserve to be where they are because of Robin Williams He has a great supporting cast in both of these movies, but it's once again his heart, his talent. But and then this will be tough because I mean Birdcage, he's technically the straight man in that, whereas he gets to play the goofball in Mrs. Doubtfire.
He's underacting. He's underacting in Birdcage, and he's just as good at underacting as he is at overacting.
And that's the thing. He doesn't need. Right. He lets other people in the Birdcage steal the show. But he's still there with solid comments, like when he's teaching him Nathan Lane how to walk like John Wayne, and he was like, "No, that's perfect. I just didn't know that John Wayne walked that way." I mean, he's still got the solid comedy there, but just as you pointed out, Ken, it's the underacting versus reaching deep into his comedic bag of talent with Mrs. Doubtfire, and I mean, it's just both of those movies are just close to the top of my list for comedies, and why wouldn't you want to watch a comedy if you want to feel good? That's my opinion. So this is both deserved positions here.
The same actor in two movies. Hello and goodbye, Robin. Thank you for everything back from the mid-'70s, from Happy Days, as Mork showing up in Happy Days. How crazy is that?
Mm-hmm.
And Mork and Mindy, and so sad that you're gone.
Yeah.
And we know why you left, because you saw something coming that was unpleasant, and the world is better for you.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah, Dead Poet Society, somebody mentioned too. Another that's a serious movie that he managed to turn into a feel-good movie. There's really nothing that he can't do.
Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting. He had 4 movies. He had 4 movies that were on a lot of our lists, so it's impressive.
Yeah. And one of the best Law and Order SVU episodes of all time. I mean, the man had the touch. He was gifted. It was
That's
the feel. The fabric of our lives. Okay.
Yeah, we got it.
We got. Let's see. I didn't mean to do that one. Let's see. We got a favorite movie, Silver Linings Playbook. We also missed Boondock Saints for feel-good movies.
Really? That's some dark voting.
Maybe she just thinks that she was saying that's one of her favorite movies.
Oh, it's a good flick. I don't know. I wouldn't call that one necessarily feel good, but it's all right. It's good.
The voting has already started since we started talking about it, so we'll do trivia at the very end. We got at least one trivia question left. Where are we at? We're just over an hour. All right, go ahead. Let's go ahead and start voting. We've got 3-3 the last time I checked. I'm going to keep adding it up. Crap, I got to start over. All right, go ahead. Chad, you go first.
Well, that sucks.
Ken, you go first.
You know who you're going to pick, Kenny? I'll go first. It's fine.
You go.
All right, I go. So it's going to come down to if you take Robin out of the mix, since he is the tie that binds between these two flicks. It's going to be down to the supporting cast, the rewatchability, and the overall flick. Birdcage is from minute one about as solid as you can get as far as comedy because of the team of Robin and Nathan. That team in that movie and that relationship is, and I mean, Hank Azaria obviously does an amazing job, but those 3 right there kind of form an unbeatable triple threat, in my opinion. This is one of those that this is by a hair, but I'm going to go with Birdcage. It's by a hair.
I love Deirdre. She just likes putting random movies. I was about to start marking down Good Morning Vietnam. Like, good morning. Okay, nope, that's not on the list. She's just throwing a bunch of fun stuff out there. Deirdre.
We're talking about Robin Williams movies.
I know, I get it, but I'm Patch Adams is another one. Goodness. And we talked about that one last episode as well.
Somebody logged on late and was asking about Dr. Frank. So you guys stick around before we log off. We'll give you another Dr. Frank update.
Yep. Not a lot of these are ha. So wait, Chad, sorry, you went with Mrs. Doubtfire, correct?
I did not. I went with the Birdcage.
I'm counting. I could not even pay attention.
Nope.
Chris said, remember the Titans. What show are you guys watching? Okay.
Stacey Turner my wife went with Mrs. Doubtfire, and because I didn't vote the way that she did, that means I'm on the couch. This is all news to me. I'm finding out the same time that you guys are. I'm screwed.
Well, you know what? Don't forget, if you're on the couch, pretend you're on a first date, and maybe there can be some couch business.
Bye, Linda.
Couch business. It's a great title for a movie. We could write that movie. It's called Couch Business.
Kenny's got a great solo scene in there. It's called During COVID, Couch Business. And
if Anthony wrote a movie, it would be called Alley Business.
I don't get it.
Because he used to date
Chad
somebody named Allie? He used to date somebody named Allie.
It could be called Fifth Floor Bathroom Business. I don't know how to.
No! We've gone too far. Continue with the show.
Even I don't remember this story about myself.
I'll tell you later. We'll go offline. We'll go offline.
That's a show. It's late night, 2 a.m. Saturday. It's called Anthony's Sexual Escapades.
Escapade.
Oh, I love the Icecapades.
Uh-huh.
Oh God! All right, Ken, go for it. We've got one vote. We've got right now. It's about 2 votes higher for Mrs. Doubtfire as of right now.
Ooh, Mrs. Doubtfire.
And I'm going to go Birdcage for this reason. Doubtfire was Robin Williams starring. Great. Love it. It is phenomenal. It's heartfelt. But I'm going to go with Birdcage because when you put 2 stars together and the story is even more heartfelt and the energy is compounded, if you ever notice TV shows in the morning when people wake up, all the most popular shows have 2 people on them and the human beings are interacting. Later on in the news, it's 1 person. 2 people are more heartfelt than 1. I'm going to say that it's clearer that the 2 together are stronger than the 1 starring. That's how I'm going.
Do you know what's not clear? How you came to that answer. There was nothing clear about that.
He came to the same conclusion that I did.
Which is the opposite of the crowd right now. Right now, we've got almost double the amount.
I'm not here for the crowd.
Yeah. Sherry said, what about Sally Fields, huh?
She did a great job, as did Pierce Brosnan. Supporting cast was
She was a supporting character. She was great. Pierce Brosnan, he was great.
I gotta give Jeff a shout out for this, by the way. Couch Business starring Han Solo.
The Nathan and Robin connection is so much stronger than the Robin and Sally connection.
So I have a question for both of you guys. We're not saying which is the better movie. We're saying which is the better feel-good movie. Which one is more and a better of a feel-good movie? Not that I'm saying either of you are wrong. I'm just saying, would that change your answers at all?
I have voted.
Okay.
Yeah, no, as have I, because at the end of the day, you have to think about it for a second. Well, let's approach it from a different angle, because right now, I think you're thinking that we're only saying because it's a better movie and we think it's funnier, that makes it the better feel-good. Check out the story. Nathan Lane's character is willing to completely change who he is for not his son, for Robin Williams' son, because he has been broken down and ostracized, and basically the message is you can't be a part of this because you're going to scare off her side of the family. That's really what the message is. So he goes through that transformation.
All right.
And so the love that he's willing, the change that he's willing to go through just to make the rest of his family happy, you know what I mean? Like that at the end of the day, I mean, that's like, oh, wow, there's more to it than just funny. So if you want to explore it from different angles, I'm happy to do so.
I feel
we're down to 2 of the greatest make your heart sing movies of all time, and The Loser's not a loser.
No, not at all.
No, not at all. Yeah, they're both sensational, and like the fact that Robin's sitting in both of these, I mean, you know, like, there's no wrong answer. Of course, there's definitely not. It's all our opinions at the end of the day. I understand where you're coming from, Russo, when you say like feel good movie. But yeah, man, like
I was just posing a question. I trust you guys.
At the end of the movie, when they're all dancing out together as one, and Gene Hackman's in a dress, what you want now? How does that not make you feel good? Come on.
Okay, Elizabeth, they're betting on who's the casual. They think you're younger than me, Chad.
Well, yeah, because I take better care of myself.
Riddle me that one, Elizabeth. No, I'm 37. and it goes up from there. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I am 56. Can you guys believe it? I'm not. No, I'm totally kidding.
He moisturizes with White Christmas.
Okay.
So there's some late add-ons for Birdcage. Almost ties it up.
What I really want to know is, can I still do pastel? Can I still pull off?
You absolutely can. You look like the ice cream man.
Kelly, you ruined
my favorite flavor.
Kelly ruined the I was going to add a trivia question because she was so funny, and I was going to say, what movie was this from? And she already answered it. That was when she was talking. When Ken was talking, she was referring to the Billy Madison part, and the puppy society was lost.
Oh, dang. Kristen, you didn't need to say all that. She said straight up, Ken is the oldest for show.
Well, I am.
That comment?
But that just means he has more experience and talent.
Okay. Let's see. We get there. Adam Sandler movies would be great. I think we're gonna save. Somebody said, "What about movies with innuendos?" Not to be confused with Frank's favorite category of movie, Dr. Frank's favorite category of movies, which is movies that go in your endo. No?
Or if you prefer, menuendo.
Menuendo.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the deal. You gentlemen, it's pretty much tied between the two. It looks like Miss Doubtfire won by like 1 or 2 votes on the outside, but their votes only count if it's by a drastic amount.
All right.
I honestly I'm kind of torn either way. I still would say It's a Wonderful Life. Since I can't vote that way, I am going to, it's both movies I have not watched in a few years. So they're both, if I do which one would I choose if they're both on right now?
Yeah.
I'd probably go with Birdcage. So I'm going to go with you guys. I think Birdcage is going to be the winner of this episode. And honestly, I wasn't sure until I really said it out loud. So Birdcage is the winner of Feel Good Movie Friday. I'm going to go do it there. Do you know what that means? That means we send the Birdcage cast $1 each. Congratulations.
Oh, cool.
Oh, my God. Can we do that? That would be so amazing.
Hashtag Venmo.
Oh, my God. We should do that. We'd get a response. From one of those.
Some of the people that don't work in Hollywood anymore, they might actually need it. Like the dude who played the son.
No, but I
haven't seen him in jack shit.
I guarantee you we would get an incredible response if let's do that. That would be amazing.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Let's do it.
Sorry, Carrie. I apologize. It's a tough one.
Damn.
I still am. I'm still for Wonderful Life, Carrie.
Kelly's watching a different show. She's saying that Forrest Gump wins, so that's great.
Yeah, I was confused. I thought Kelly was telling me to get off it. Got it. I was like, that is a totally different show for a different day. Residuals. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Totally.
But I'm telling you, if we sent, I don't know how to count these. If we said we have this itty bitty little useless show, and you won the top level of the feel good movie.
Yeah.
We would hear back from the person or from the family.
We wouldn't hear back from Hackman. We wouldn't hear back from Hackman on that. Who might? I mean, who would be amazing to hear back from?
Hey, I've met Hackman. You might hear back from Hackman. He's
okay. All right, come on.
Dude. He once walked the sidewalks by Northwestern University.
Oh. No. We don't make things up. We don't make things up. He bought a sweater from me at Saks Fifth Avenue. He did not walk Northwestern sidewalk.
Hackman did. Nice. That's fun. Yeah, I'm still going to go back to Crimson Tide with him. And
we will probably hear back from people if we send things out. Why not?
One of the best sports movies of all time, Hoosiers. If you guys haven't seen that one and you want a feel good movie, like that one's a more It's a Wonderful Life type feel good because you have to get through some stuff. But dude, man, when the music in that movie, sensational. If you like hoops, if you like solid acting, get it.
Dennis Hopper, top of his craft.
I mean, come on, dude, with that performance. Hopper is amazing. And Hackman, come on.
Hey, and there's a disclaimer. That's an adult show, so fuck.
What? That didn't even make dance. You didn't even have a reason
but
for
it says it on the screen, so I just want to make sure we test it.
Elizabeth is saying that I'm older than Chad. She's saying that I'm having issues. Elizabeth, I will find you. I will hunt you down, and I will take my walker and cane and slap you in the shin.
You're not borrowing mine.
What?
What?
I was just getting ready to tell her that since he looks like a poor man's Burt Reynolds, we just call him Dirt Reynolds.
Yeah.
Dirt Reynolds. I like that. Ooh, say, hey, I like that.
Right now, technically, you're dressed more like Magnum PI. Technically, you probably smell like Magnum PU.
Can somebody call my phone real quick? Somebody call my phone if you want to know a little Magnum PI action.
So he's casual Magnum PI, and I'm dressed up Magnum PI because Magnum always wore a bow tie.
One episode.
No, more than one. Don't fuck with me on this. Okay. More than one.
Do you
call back one more time? It was on silent mode.
Are you absolutely fucking
call back one more time? Because if you want to know how big of a Magnum PI fan I am.
Well, you're not that big of a fan. You had it on silent.
Yeah, but Magnum didn't dance like a hillbilly.
Okay.
Weird. Ken's mic isn't going to work the rest of the show. Super weird.
Yeah, that's crazy. By the way, I haven't seen him dance. So I feel like he thinks that he's got some moves.
Ken, do you got any moves?
Yeah, you've already sang for us. Go ahead and dance, monkey.
I unmuted him.
Hercules.
Oh, Ken, you're trending. Don't F with me on this.
Right. No, that's actually, I'm going to get you a t-shirt that says that.
I'm going to vogue.
Okay. All right. Since we know the final movies, we know who won. It is Birdcage for the, what are people talking about? Okay. We're going to do our final trivia question. I'm just going to do 4. Sorry, I promised 5, but we're going to do 4. I didn't promise. I said 5. But we're just going to do this. We're going to get off. Let's see.
Well, we have to give a Frank update before we go.
Yep. Let's go ahead and do this. And go ahead and do the Frank update, then we'll do the final question.
I think Kristen asked earlier. So, Kristen, thank you for that. I'll have that. Oh, my very thoughtful wife just brought me some wine.
I thought she was giving you 2 glasses.
Look at the size. Look at the size of this glass. She knows me.
Who brings me drink? Nobody brings me drinks.
Well, you live by yourself.
It's because you didn't dance, monkey. Show us your moves. Dance, clown. Right. He don't need moves. He's the voice. There's a lot of feedback on that one.
Oh dear heavens. So thanks for asking about Frank. If you guys are tuned in kind of halfway through, Frank is doing better. He is still in the hospital battling COVID. So he's getting better every day. So a lot of positive, good news throughout the week. But unfortunately, he is still technically in a medically induced coma. Where he's coming out is what we're hoping for. That's the news that we're getting. They're taking him off certain drugs, and he's showing signs of improvement, better oxygenated lungs, or more oxygenated lungs, I should say. So all signs point to awesome. And so we're hoping that we have some Dr. Frank back very, very soon.
So are you saying that this is the sequel for Dr. Frank?
Are you asking if he's Dr. Frank 2.0?
Well, no, you just said that he is right now coming out, much like the movie he starred in college.
Oh, okay. Yeah, got it. I really don't know when he came out. I'm not sure.
He would appreciate that joke.
When I met him, he was already out of the closet. So I don't know. I don't have the history on that.
Ken is still picking out his clothes. Get it? Ken is still picking out his clothes. Okay, final question for $5 Venmo. Let's see. Throw the banner up real quick so everybody knows what they're doing. And no, you can't give it back. Leslie, darn it. Was that a chicken?
The turkey.
Hey, do you have a goat in there?
The turkey.
I feel like whenever Ken goes to the bathroom and he shakes it at the end, it makes the no.
Oh my God!
Anthony,
I hope it doesn't do that. Nobody will ever stay overnight.
Only say it if it actually has some comedic meaning or.
It was. Haven't you ever seen the turkey? Okay.
You when he shakes his pecker, it sounds like that. Maybe that's why they call it a pecker.
Just a heads up. This is show. Final question, so we can get out of here. I got to stop talking about testicles. All right. This is the final question. We're talking now a little bit kind of like Christmas movies. Somebody brought this up earlier. Final question is, what is the surname or last name of Kevin, who is left home alone in this classic 1990 film?
Ocho Cinco.
Ocho Cinco.
Like that. It's awkward. Hi, Sandra. If you don't know, this is an adult show. I haven't seen you comment yet. Please don't be scared.
No, be scared. Be very scared, but still tune in.
But I don't know if we can go until Ken dances, by the way.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Aaron, your answer. Son of a biscuit.
Brittany almost had it. Brittany almost had it with Callister, but unfortunately, the correct answer is Nick Callister.
Nick Callister.
Yep.
All right, Smalls, you win.
Ken's very proud of the Irishness of that last name.
Who is second? You know what, Brittany? I know what you meant by it, but yeah, I can't do it. She just says so close. I'm going to go with as the second place. So I'll give it to Aaron, and I'll give it to Elizabeth.
I'd like to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, Red Wine. Stupid.
UB40. All right, so I'm going to give it to Elizabeth in second, as well as Aaron Smalls. Elizabeth, go ahead, and because I wanted to do 5 today, we're not going to take up the time to do the final question. So we are going to. I need Elizabeth. I don't think you've won before, even though you called me old. I'm still going to give you $5. I might do it actually in 500 installments of 1 penny, just to be funny. Let's see. So give me your Venmos. I still need Leslie's. Thank you guys for sticking around. I see a lot of people making comments that they were going to take a nap. I saw that, or they were about to leave and then realized that they needed a good chuckle tonight. Yes, Kelly, you've already won. You won tonight. You've won other nights. You have the fastest internet connection in
My
the world.
wife is asking for Ken to dance more.
We don't end the show without Kenny dancing.
Did I miss him dancing a minute ago?
Not unusual to be loved by anyone.
Look at how slim you are, you slim SOB.
It's because he just sweated through his shirt in the Chicago heat.
I did. I boob sweated through the whole shirt last week.
No, I don't think that's the thing, though. He's too slim now. I think he actually might weigh less than Anthony.
Aaron Smalls really won. Yes, they probably do. I'm 214 today.
Oh, so you're just the same weight that you've been.
Yeah, I didn't put on the quarantine 19. Well, are you less than me, Ken?
210.
Nice. Congratulations.
210?
You're also 30
man.
minutes shorter.
Wow.
So I went from heaviest on the team by a long shot to maybe third down.
You know,
keeping track.
Lionel might have you beat. He's very wiry. It's a dense muscle.
You know, yeah, man.
Thanks to chicken strips and French fries.
Oh my God.
You just got related to the Chippendales. Apparently, the Chippendales are on strike, and you're the scab worker.
Oh my God, that would be sad if women paid for me. It would be so sad. But you know what? I will take the income. I'll take it.
I just realized that Aaron was being perverted. Well done, Aaron. Well said. Saying the woman got hers. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know. After COVID, I got a gut feeling that timeline's going to be much quicker for most people. Like, we're done here. That was it. We're done.
Kelly's talking about the thunder from down under.
I did not show my down under. I know I didn't.
Ken's the only age that makes this okay. Aaron, by the way, I talked earlier about the Kingdom. I think it's just Kingdom, whatever it is. Holy Nuggets. I'm 9 episodes in, and they're hour episodes, just so you know. Oh, God. Kelly, the Aaron Smalls, I'm always winning. Totally joking. I wasn't first. Okay, Kelly, I'm surprised you didn't pick up on that, but he was talking about orgasms. All right, everybody, have a fantastic evening. Thank you guys for playing Biscuits and Gravy. We will see you again on Monday, and we're gonna be actually doing the same thing we did this last time, picking movies, all that fun stuff. So again, orgasms. Love it.
Didn't we discuss this? We're doing doctor movies next week for Dr. Frank.
That sounds good. So we'll bring it to the table on Monday.
Matt Adams can be on the list.
Boom.
Thank you guys for joining us. Hope you had an awesome Friday evening, and have a drink. Don't drive.
Drive where? We're not allowed
Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
And if you do, wear a mask.
Stay at home.
There you go.
Stay at home.
Thunder down under could be a bad thing. Yeah, it very well could with this cast.
What's that?
Renee said thunder from down under could be a bad thing. And I said, with this cast, yeah, you're totally right. It could be bad.
Well, I did have beans for lunch, so thunder down under means something very different for me.
Oh, I thought she meant that you were the super heavyweight of the bunch, so maybe she didn't see that.
Oh, no, that's a total lie. I'm built for speed, not comfort. Should I end it? I don't know.
Well, no, I mean, I guess we could listen to Ken making fart noises for another 10 minutes.
I will do it for 10 more minutes.
I know you will. He's done it on the microphone at a live event. Ask me how I know.
Because you were there.
Yeah.
He needs to get that microphone tested for COVID.
Oh, man. A lot of shitules that he's blowing out of his pie hole.
God bless. I'm going to start a hashtag Aaron Smalls words matter. See what that kind of shit that starts.
All right, let's go ahead and cut it off there.